Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a short little video to let you know what's going on with me and to keep in touch with you guys, let you know about anything that's coming up in the near future, and as well as there's some specific stuff I wanted to talk about. I've been reading this book. You all have probably heard of it. It's by one of my favorite artists of all time, musicians of all time, Amanda Palmer. The book is called The Art of Asking. Um, so I a friend bought it for me a long time ago or something, and I just got around to actually starting it just recently, and it just it clicks so well with me right now, and it's weird that things kind of come to you sometimes when you need them without you necessarily knowing you need them. Um, yeah, so the book is about not feeling shame and asking for help. And though I haven't finished the book, I don't know if it goes the step further, but really what spoke to me was there's a lot of people in my life, a lot of people around the world, a lot of people, and other people's lives that will make you try to feel ashamed of yourself. I I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why that is a go-to human emotion for people sometimes, but it's like if things are going well for you and you're happy or whatever, they'll find some reason to try to make you feel ashamed of yourself. And, you know, I'm here to tell you that, like, you shouldn't. Like, no one should. If you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, there is zero reason for you to feel ashamed of anything that you are doing. As long as it makes you happy, makes other people happy, your career path, whatever it is, your lifestyle, whatever it is, don't let people treat you like crap. And that's something that I've really been struggling with a lot lately is people just trying to tear you down, and I don't know why. It's just it I kind of came into a situation where I was just, I already had like a pre-made kind of culture that I'm surrounded by. It's like I stepped when I moved here to Canada. It's like I stepped into someone else's world, and I kind of had to take on, this other identity and like all of these people around me and all of that. And it's I'm still not used to it, and that was several years ago. Um, and then there's people who don't know you, people who don't know you at all, who will just try to treat you poorly and try to make you feel ashamed of who you are. And I've been encountering stuff like that, and from my own personal life, and reading this book, and something just like clicked, something that I forgot a long time ago is that there's no reason for you to beat up on yourself. Like, there is absolutely none. You're doing what makes you happy, you're being happy, there's and I'll let you know that, like, a lot of my anxiety, if you guys know that I have an anxiety disorder as well as depression and a mountain of other things, post-traumatic stress, um, a lot of that comes from uh, thinking poorly of myself because of other people thinking poorly of you. Like, it's not, it affects me, it affects a lot of people, and it's shocking to me how many people like let other people make them feel ashamed. And it's just, I don't know, I don't know why it's done. Like, if you're doing something that you enjoy doing, lifestyle, whatever it may be, whatever it is, what's to be ashamed of? Like, what is shame? Like, I don't, it's such a weird concept, and yet we let it control us. And I mean, I do, at least. I don't know about you guys. but really, like that really spoke to me, and that Amanda Palmer is shameless, and she's proud of it, and I love that about her, and I wish that more people could be like that more people could just be them and not care. And seriously, power to you. Like, I will always support you guys 110%, like, no matter what you say to me or whatever. If you're having a bad day and you bitch me out, I will still, be happy and sunshine and rainbows for you, because that's who I am, and that's the way I always try to be. And I even when I'm in a bad mood or whatever, whenever things are sucky, like, I always try to just, be happy. I always try. And that's with all of my, you know, uh, I guess neurological deficiencies, or however, normal people would define me. And yeah, so it's really something that has come to light, and something that I did recently, and something I'm going to keep doing is, I'm going to start asking people for help, because this is what I want to do. This is, what I've chosen. I'm in a situation right now where it's really hard to even, record things for you guys and all of that. It is like more work than it should be, because of my location, because of, everything. Like, so what one thing is, I have an AC unit in my room that I have, the fan blowing like 24/7, even during winter. And that's because I'm in a house that has central heating, but there's no return exhaust for my room. So, like, I'm also on the side of the house that, like, the sun rises. So it's like, it just turns into a boiler pit. And it gets so hot in here. It gets so hot in here when I record. But, like, I still have to do it, and I still enjoy doing it. But it's like, it's hellish in here. It gets up to like 90 degrees Celsius, or sorry, Fahrenheit. And it's insane. It's insane recording that. It's not good for the computer and all that. So I try to take like short little breaks and record, but I still end up getting hours of content out for you guys. And so not only that, it's like, commotion. There's dogs in this household, and they're like barking all the time and stuff like that. It's just normal, interference stuff. So it is a lot of work, and a lot of difficulty to be able to put out content for you guys. But I do enjoy doing it. Like, you might think, oh, well, why are you complaining about it? Why don't you go do anything else? But I do enjoy doing it. And what some people don't understand is, it's a struggle sometimes for me to get out of bed, like, because of everything that, is going on in my head. And, it's hard. And it's like that for a lot of people. It's like that for a huge percentage of the population. But, like, I do it, and that should give anyone else hope that you can do it. And I'm still putting in. I don't have off days for working on this. I don't have rest days or whatever. I work nearly 24/7 on this, and I only take breaks for exercising, because I enjoy it, and I want my body to look baller forever, and sleeping, and, well, eating as well. There's eating in there somewhere. And so it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And for someone who has, depression and crippling anxiety and, post-traumatic stress, and for a lot of you who don't know, post-traumatic stress means that when you're triggered, well, by whatever reminds you of past history, you kind of relive it in your mind, and it sucks, but it's tolerable, it's manageable. And so anyone out there suffering, man, like, This is coming from me, someone else who suffers. You can do it. It is okay. It is safe. You are safe. You can do it. And it sucks that, other people are always, and what sucks is people like me in situations like me, still have to deal with, the crazies out in the world. And I mean crazy that they want to hurt other people for no reason. And people like that exist. I never knew people like that existed until I came here. And I was like safe in my own little bubble. And then I moved to Canada, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just in a bad area or what exactly. I mean, well, obviously not all Canadians are like this. It's like I stepped into this other life that you're just surrounded by these hateful weirdos. And man, I don't want to be that way. Like I said in a previous thing that, I don't want to live that way. I don't want to be that way. And, and that's not who I am. I can't be around those people anymore. And anyway, so all of that to say is I am going to be focusing. I'm going to give, usually I've had bad days. I've had really bad days lately, and really low days, the drop off that depression gives you sometimes. And so people with depression will know. And people without depression, normally you have bad days and then you come back, and that's normal. That's normal for a lot of people. For people with depression like I have, it's kind of like your lows are a lot longer, and you kind of just hit the bottom and then like skid across the bottom for a while, and you have those little ups and downs, and then eventually you start to slowly climb. You might have another drop, and then eventually you're back up to normal. It takes forever to get back from that unless you're constantly fighting it and constantly living it and constantly trying to pull yourself up and all of that. So I recently, my mom getting sick and all of the other stuff happening, I kind of dropped off. And, thankfully for me, outside of my depression, I also have, post-traumatic stress. And people with post-traumatic stress, they're superhuman. Like it gives you the ability to take whatever's wrong with you and change it and talk yourself out of it. It's called resilience. Anyone out there with post-traumatic stress, you know what I'm talking about. It's, you have to pull yourself up. It's no one else is going to do it for you. You have to pick yourself up. And people with post-traumatic stress are self-reliant. They can pull themselves up. They fight harder than everyone else because they've survived this long, because they survived whatever happened to them, and because they're going to continue to survive. So people out there with PTSD, good on you. Like, I know how hard it is, and keep fighting, and I know you will keep fighting because that's who you are. And anyway, so I have resilience. So I pick myself up and I pull myself up. And, lately it's been really hard to get out the content for you guys and stuff like that. I've been struggling with making connections. I wrote, I don't know if I want to put them on the spot or whatever, but I put a lot of work into my channel, and I think a lot of you appreciate that and a lot of you see that. And well, before I go on to what I was going to say, I'll say my resilience is kicking in, and that it makes me want to fight harder for my channel. And, normal people would like be giving up. It's a huge problem for me that when I see other people, who started around the time that I started, like just, skyrocketing, like going up subs, going up in views and all of that. And they're putting out half as much content, and they're, putting half the effort into their videos and stuff, and a lot of it is luck, and it's just something that I need to accept. And but it is kind of an emotional thing sometimes, and that's, it kills you. And so normal people would be like, no, but people with resilience, people like me, it means you got to fight harder, you got to give it more, you got to keep doing more. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm forever striving to always give 110%, and when I hit 110%, I want to give 110 more, because that's who I am. That's I do everything in extremes. Like, I went to the States for a month with my brother to work out, and he wanted to burn some fat, and I've been into bodybuilding for a few years now, and so we just for a month straight just worked out. I mean I mean straight, like 8 hours, 9 hours a day. I mean, it sounds insane. Like, normal people would be like, that's insane. Even some bodybuilders would say that's insane. But it's the way that, me and him are, is we just feed off of each other. We will work out all day. We will, do stuff like that all day. And we ended up getting pretty big, like huge. And that's just, I do everything in extremes, and that's what I strive for, is to be, the best that I can be. The old American Army thing. But I personally try to be a better me, and I feel like a lot of people need to do that. They need to pick an image for themselves that they like, something that's like, I want to be that guy, I want to be that girl, I want to be that non-binary, non-gender conforming person, and I want to be that now. And they need to fight for it. They need to fight for it with everything they've got. And that's what I do on a daily basis, and by definition, that's what I have to do on a daily basis, because of my own brain things. And but this is something that I enjoy, something that gives me pleasure while I'm doing it. And I can have the worst day ever and then come and start doing this, and I don't want to stop. I just enjoy it so much. Like, I pretend that I'm talking to you guys, like, I know I'm talking to you guys. And so when I'm talking to you guys, it's just, it's like I have, my best friend right there watching me. And it's an amazing feeling, and that's why I want to do this. Anyway, so I wrote a thing, with a blurb from Amanda Palmer's The Art of Asking, and asking for help, like, hey, just check out my channel, tell me if you can help me in any way. I'm not asking for a promo necessarily, though I did add in there, even a promo, but like, I'm asking for advice, really. Like, I'm asking for, what I should expect, all of that. So I messaged him asking. I haven't got anything back from him. I probably won't, and that's that's the reality of things. But I told him, I have this many subs, and this is what I want to accomplish. And so far nothing back, and I don't blame him if he even sees it and just skips right over it, because there's so many people out there asking for promos and stuff, and people who don't take it seriously and still want something on top of that. And then there's there's a lot of people, and I would be it would be selfish of me to think that there's not a lot of people out there putting work in, and and unfortunately those people get looked over a lot of times because of the other people. And anyway, so it's understandable, whatever. But so something that I'm going to start doing to connect with the community, and to kind of get a direct way for you guys to help me, something that a few people have asked me for is a direct way to help me, like through donations or something. So I'm gonna start a Patreon soon, and through the Patreon, you'll be able to pledge, whatever you want, pretty much, in dollar increments or whatever, and then, I'll do special content and stuff like that for you guys. Really, that's gonna help me, uh, get better equipment. I mean, I already have really good equipment because of all of the time and money that I've invested in this, for you guys. But it'll help me get better equipment. It will help me, keep putting out the amount of content that I'm putting out. And I don't see anyone else really putting out, the hour-long videos. And Mark used to do it back when he had, 500,000 subs. And I mean, his time's probably, completely consumed with running, the show now. So I can't imagine. So like a lot of his videos have been like, 30 minutes, I think, is the most that I've seen lately. And I want to keep doing long episodes as long as they're entertaining, and as long as I'm cutting them appropriately. Like, I don't mind doing like hour-long episodes of just content that you guys enjoy. And so sorry if I'm like nasally and mouth breathery. My sinuses are still stuck. Anyway, so I will be starting a Patreon soon, making exclusive content. I'm going to try to limit the exclusive content a little bit, but still, give you guys some extra incentive to say thank you. And but this book and everything else that I've experienced has told me that, like, there's no shame in asking for help, and asking for guidance, and so that's what I'm going to keep doing. And a lot of I don't even know if I should just start spamming people with emails like, hey, come check me out. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be invasive, and I don't want to to overwhelm people, but at the same time, like, I need help. And for me to do that, I think the Patreon is the best way to do that. I mean, I have almost 500 videos out now, and they're all full of content, and you guys know how much I like to talk, and and so it's a lot of work for me to put out that much content. Right now, I can't even do live streams because of my location, and that I share the internet with roommates, and it's a complete disaster sometimes. So I actually have to like stagger when I do my uploads along with everyone else's schedule, sort of thing. So that's difficulty on top of everything else that's going on. So it's a lot of work right now. Help me, please help me. I don't want to go into the begging world, but if you help me, I will continue to do this. I will continue to put out content. I love this. I love you guys. The people who are active in the community, the people who leave comments, people who haven't left comments yet and will in the future. Don't be shy. I love you guys, and that's and I hate that so many people, like, it is such a huge deal for them to say that they love you, and it's never been that way for me, because I always think that there's something wrong with me, that I'm like ultra compassionate for people. I have empathy for strangers, and it's never been a problem for me to feel love for someone that I haven't met, because everyone should extend each other that courtesy. And if the world were like that, it would probably be a lot better of a place. And so anyway, I love you guys. Keep doing you. Keep being happy. Don't feel ashamed. Don't let shame, give you anxiety. Don't let it make you sad. Don't let it, give you those negative thoughts that eat away at you. Screw all of that. Screw all of that. Be you. Be happy. Be satisfied. There is no reason to let anyone else make you feel ashamed. Don't care about the prying eyes. And I know it's easy to say and hard to do, but seriously, they have no right to make you feel ashamed of anything. So yeah, and I want to take this time to thank everyone who has subscribed, everyone that Pug sent my way. She did like a promo for me on her Tumblr, and and thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Like seeing that, I went up from 70 subs all the way up to 95 in like half a month, something like that. That was a huge motivation for me. A lot of people have been growing a lot faster than me, and that's been kind of in the back of my mind. And then that huge boost that you guys have given me, that feels great, and thank you for that. And I'm gonna try to get better for you, because right now I don't feel like I'm worthy of even the people that are here, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, because I do want to get better, because this is what I want to do. And if I'm the best that I can be at something, then I think that would show a lot for you guys. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and end this, because my sun is reflecting, or everyone's sun is reflecting off of my TV and into my hair now, so it's giving me the Reed Richards look. Let me try to... There you go. Okay. Anyway. All right. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Thank you for listening to me rant. I'm going to cut this down into something comprehensible. Yeah. So I hope you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. I'm hoping you guys continue to support me. And, I'm hoping that, anyone who hasn't commented, comment, and, and bridge the connection so we can keep in touch, and tell me what you want to see. Tell me what, you would like. I'm gonna start kicking around some like top 10 list and stuff like that, just to generate a different kind of content, because my outro is go check out the other videos I've done, because I planned on doing different kinds of videos, and like this, like the vlog, and eventually some live action stuff. I just don't have the space for that. I don't have the space for a lot of the stuff I want to bring you guys. So help me help you, sort of thing. Anyway, so I'm going to end this. Thanks, guys. And thank you, subscribers. Thank you, viewers, even. If this is your first video seeing, thank you for watching it to its completion. And yeah, I'll see you soon.